Hi guys, welcome to Lulu's Food Court slash Wellness. Do not make that fried rice until you have seen this video. Let us start with the meat first. I have already steamed the meat with some spices. So now we are just going to continue with the process. Add in the ginger powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, curry, and seasoning cubes. Then mix together, and in another bowl, that's the plain flour. So I'm going to add in the plain flour, around 3 scoops of plain flour. And I have the corn flour, so I'm adding 2 scoops of corn flour. And then I'm going to mix these flours together, and let's begin. So on one hand, I have the mixed spices, and on the other hand, I have the mixed flour. So first thing I'll do is to rub the chicken in the mixed spices, and then the next I'm going to rub the flour all over the chicken and make sure it's all covered. And I'm going to take that through the whole process till I'm done with the whole chicken. So that's the last chicken, and I'm completely done with the chicken. So I'm going to deep fry this chicken and set aside. For the fried rice, that's the rice already washed, drained, salt, seasoning cube, curry. I have the carrot, I have the onion, the spring onion, the garlic and ginger and turmeric powder, and that's the green pea, and that's the bell pepper, the brown, and the stock. That is the soya sauce. So in the pink tray, I have the chopped onions, I have the scotch bonnet pepper, and the green pea, as well as the sweet corns. Okay, so I am done deep frying the chicken, and you can see how golden brown it looks. It's time to subscribe. Okay, now in a pot, pour in your oil. Okay, reasonable amount of oil, not too much. Put in your salt and infuse all your spices, all the spices you're going to need for this fried rice. Infuse them in the oil first of all, so that it will circulate. Okay, and that's it. You see, this fried rice, there's a story behind making this fried rice, and I'm going to tell it later. All right, so that's the garlic, ginger, and turmeric powder. If you want to know the secret to a very colorful fried rice, it's the turmeric, guys. It's the turmeric, okay, not curry. All right, also I already added in the curry and rosemary. As you can see, let it fry, let it go, let it baptize in it. Okay, and then put in the onions. Let it lose its flavor, let it lose the flavor in the oil. Okay, let's go. So like I said, a friend of mine came to my house one day, and I served her fried rice. She finished eating this fried rice, and she always remembered this fried rice anytime we have any conversation. So on this very day, she was going to entertain guests in her house, and then she called me. Although she also know how to make fried rice, but she just want this recipe. She just called me and said to me, please, can I just replicate that fried rice that she ate in my house some weeks ago, because she's going to be entertaining guests and then she will want them to enjoy themselves in our house. Okay, and so that's what brought this making of fried rice today. I'm making this fried rice for my friends and she's going to be entertaining her guests. So right now, as I've poured the rice in the pot, I need to stir the rice so that it doesn't get burned. You have to keep on stirring the rice, okay? Keep stirring, make sure it's not burnt. And once the rice appears very crispy and dry, okay, start adding in your stock. And that's the chicken stock. All right, adding enough of stock and then stir together. So at this point, I would like to add in water in my rice. I don't like adding water after the rice must have finished cooking. Okay, I like to add the amount of water that is reasonable enough to prepare the fried rice at this point, and then I cover my pot. I make sure the water is enough so I don't have to add any more water. Next, let's prepare our veggies. So I add in some butter in a pot and then pour in my soy sauce and let it cook for a while. And then I start adding in the prawns. After the prawn had cooked for a little while, I just stir it together and then I start adding in my veggies, okay? Remember, I didn't put any oil in here, it's just the butter. So that's the onion. You can cut the onion to whatever shape or size you want. Okay, at this point, I just like my onion round. And then I go in with the Scotch bonnet pepper. Followed by the carrot. Guys, I love fresh carrots. I don't like frozen ones. No matter what, get fresh carrot, guys. That's the sweet corn. It's about to go down. Yeah, the green peas. And the bell pepper. In here I have the orange, the red and the green bell pepper. Put all the vegetables, let them all release their flavors. That's what it matters here. So in there, that's the green, yeah, I think the green beans, yeah, green beans. And then I pour the spices, because the vegetable itself has to have its own taste. So that's the garlic, the ginger and the curry. Okay, they're all in powder form. And then I'm gonna just stir them together so they all mix into each other. The aroma here, it's great, guys. So great. And at the end of the day, let me tell you guys, my friend was really impressed. I mean, her guests were all impressed. And right now I'm about to mix the veggies. Okay, I didn't let it cook for so long so that it retains the crispiness, the crunchiness and the juiciness. Now I'm adding it in the rice. Remember, the rice is already cooked and dry, done. There's no more water in the rice right now. So I add the veggies and some of the juice from the vegetable. You can see it at the bottom of the pot. I'm also going to add that. It's getting interesting. Yeah. So the next thing is to just mix everything together, okay? Just stir everything together, mix together, just keep mixing it. Make sure the vegetables, okay, goes into every portion and part of the rice. Make sure of that, okay? So you don't have so much veggies at one point and at the other side there's nothing. Make sure it goes round, okay? That's very important. At this point, you want to taste your rice and see if there is enough salt or enough spice or season. If there isn't, guys, please just add in your salt and your maybe your stock cube or whatever that is necessary to be added in here, okay? Just put it in there, and then lastly put your spring onion. You can see that I didn't add the spring onion with the other vegetable while I was cooking it. That's because it's really very fragile, okay? And then if you cook the spring onion with the other vegetable, it's going to lose the crunchiness. All right, so that's why I'm adding it last, and let the heat cook it. I mean the heat from the rice, let it just cook the spring onions, and then that's it. Wonderful rice. Woo-hoo. Tell me, call me anywhere and I will deliver. Guys. This is getting interesting. So lovely, so yummy, so nice, and the aroma is great. Guys, just like this video because
we pray this money will save us. Pray that this money don't break us, cause this shit might get a little rough, and it might get a little dangerous. Can't lie, I'm addicted to the rush. When we pop them choppers out the trunk, young one done turned into a beast. Lord knows I love my family, but I'll risk it all just for one damn thing. American dream.